all of us have some basic questions that before, to Derek's point, before we ever get in that headlock, before that bouncer's trying to choke the life out of us, there's certain things that if we can find out, you can switch. And I know this is going to sound crazy for you. And if you don't have like your purple belt or your brown belt or your blue belt in Easton University in sales, you're going to be like, I don't know about this. You got to just trust the process. There are certain questions that once you know the answer to, your response to objections of need to talk to my spouse, or if it's B2B, right? Need to run this by the board. Need to run this by my CFO. I'm just not ready yet. There are certain questions that I can ask you in terms of sales training that once I know the answer to that, I'm not even going to fight you on that. I'm just going to set a next step. Perfect. I'll shoot you over my understanding of the current situation, capabilities needed, next steps in terms of getting this project online so you can share that with the board. And then what's a good next step for me, right? And they'll always say, man, we're going to go through it with them on Friday. Give us a call on Tuesday. It's much better than me fighting them in that moment. But see, I already know where are you at in terms of top line revenue? Where do you want to be? Or if I'm selling logistics, what's most important to you in this move or this relocation, right? Once you know that, it's kind of checkmate on the objections. So you guys need to each sit down and figure out what are my cornerstone questions that if I have the answer to this, everything else is secondary. Like for me in sales coaching, how much are you making right now? Where do you want to be? Once I understand that, you can say I need to check with whoever all the time because I know perfect. I'll be here when you need to get from 175,000 to 450. Fair enough, right? And so like Derek, in your case with martial arts, what's your biggest reason for wanting to start practicing martial arts? That could be any derivation of want to get fit, want to have self-confidence. Hopefully not, but good on you for being for somebody. I had something happen, right? And I've got some mental blocks and some PTSD that I don't feel safe anymore. Right? Hey, then when they say they need to think about it, totally get it. Let me shoot you over an email with all the stuff for joining the program, and we will be here when you are ready to be welcomed into an environment where you're going to meet some friends, you're going to get fit, and most importantly, we're going to get you on that path to feeling comfortable when you're walking from the office to your car from now on. I've got you 100%, right? And it's like he doesn't need to be forceful about the price or say, well, what if I could give you 50% off your first month? Would it make sense now? Because he understands what their core driver is. So you guys all within your business, and you're like, well, I sell software. He sells self-confidence. The software is the same thing, like with Chelsea with recruiting. I'll be here when you need to avoid a bad hire like you had last year, right? Cost you guys the entire project that you had because you had the wrong programmer in there. I'll be here when you guys need to hit that goal for 2025 ahead of schedule. Fair enough, right? Once you understand those core questions, then you'll never get headlocked ever again because the headlock's fake at that point. Like anything else, if I understand what's truly going on in that person's world and it came out of their mouth, the problem that they want to solve or the result that they want to achieve, and then I've monetized it. Monetization doesn't need to just be money. It could be, in Derek's case, feeling confident going from their car to their office to their car at night. By the way, there's a lot of people that are dealing with that right now. And it's people like Derek that are helping them get through their life. So good on you, Derek, for doing that. I mean, you guys don't realize the good that you're doing helping people have confidence. God forbid the last thing ever they need to use the martial arts. They just need to feel comfortable that it's there, right? And that's where when you can have those conversations in the beginning, the rest is a lot easier. Hopefully that's kind of what you're looking for. I don't know what each person's question is. Derek, I have a feeling yours is going to be in the zip code of what's your biggest reason for wanting to learn martial arts, right? And you have to say that with genuine empathy and genuine curiosity. And you have to let the other person talk, right? And then you have to embrace the grind. You're not going to get your ears cauliflowered, but you have to embrace the grind. And when they go, I want confidence, you can't say, great, that's what we do at Strike Zone, right? When you say you want confidence, can you give me a specific example of what's going on? Yeah, I don't know. It's stupid. Oh, it's not stupid. What's up? Kind of scary episode about a month ago. What's going on? Talk to me, right? Now you're having a good conversation, right? Now that deal, you know if it's a right deal, they know if it's a right deal, and if they headlock you with the I need to think about it, you now go, I get it. It's expensive, right? I totally understand you need to think about it. Let me shoot you over. I'm going to send you a text. I'll shoot you over an email with all the options for the classes, and we will be here whenever you're ready, right? I'm sorry to hear what happened to you before. The sad news is this is not the first time I've heard a story like that. We've got, and I'm not going to name names, but as you see these people in the kickboxing class, probably 10 to 15% of them were exactly where you are, right? So we're going to be here whenever you're ready to be part of a community, get that support, and take your life back, right? I don't have to give them 5% off because I'm giving them their damn life back. Sorry, I digress. Was that helpful, D? Okay, good. 2 thumbs up. If you like this video, I got you. I'm going to hook you up. Click the link in my bio. I'm going to give you the closing mini masterclass. It's normally $300. I'm going to pay for everything. You're going to close a lot more business. You're going to make a lot more money. You're going to have a lot more fun. And you're going to be like, Matt Easton changed my life. And I'm going to be like, yes, I did. Did we just become best friends? And you're going to say, yes, we did. And then you and I are going to be best friends, and it'll be great. So click the link in my bio so we can be friends and you can close more business, and I'll cover all the cost. See you there.